This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Dolphins come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Bills going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, we could have been assigned to December games in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Instead, we get the plum assignment here in sunny Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And
see if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, Ryan. And able to find Conley. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tannehill on first down. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Ryan on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Gross. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Jarvis Landry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Conley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Again, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they've got a third and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. A give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is, first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And now running right through it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go.
Play action. Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stone. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gross. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Down to about the 22 here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Jones breaking from the contact, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a third and goal here. Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down following the run. They run again with Ajayi. And an alley to run. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a...
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Bills add on. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill drops it off to Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Carry now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. That escapes, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
Again, here's Pirine. And he's got some space here. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Go, 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 run, run, run! That's it, baby!
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, wait.
Now a carry for Pirine. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run again with Pirine. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now Pirine, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
Hey, let's go. What's the shit? 20, 20. Ready, 25. Hey, you ready, tight? You got tight. You ready, go.
Here's Pirine. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there, defense. Because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. They'll try to run it with Carey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with a J. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Now P. Ryan is stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they caught one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. It's P. Ryan to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, let's go. 59. Hey, wait. Safety creek.
They run again with Logan. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. This is Logan. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey, let's go. Hey, wait. Check 13. Hey, replay.
On the carry, it's Logan. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Pull it out. Come on, ready, set.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight. Ready, back 25. Ready, set.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.